Come travel with us to Oahu. We actually took this trip back in May of 2025, and I just realized that Ameyalli recorded almost the entire thing. So better late than never, here's our weekend getaway. It was all of our first time in Hawaii, and honestly, a weekend is not enough time to see the whole island. But we definitely tried to make the most out of it. We originally planned on just Ubering everywhere, but we ended up renting a Jeep last minute. Driving in Hawaii is an experience all its own, and it's totally worth it. I know staying in Aulani Disney Resort might feel a little touristy, but since it was our first time at the Disney Resort and in Hawaii, I didn't have anything to compare it with. We absolutely loved it. They did such a good basis of blending Hawaii's tradition and culture with that familiar Disney magic. The attention to details in the decor was stunning. We booked a standard two-queen room with an ocean view, and just a heads up for parents, the beds were a bit higher than what I'd like with a toddler like Alexander, but the balcony doors have double locks, which is a huge relief. Pro tip, always double lock your main door if you're traveling with little ones. We also had a connecting room with my sister's family, and that daylight view from the balcony is absolutely breathtaking. On day one, we kept the morning open to explore. For breakfast, we walked right across the street to a local spot called Eggs and Things. We forgot to take photos of our food. We were hungry, but the portions were huge and everything was delicious. On the walk back, we stopped by the train tracks to snap some photos and hit up the Starbucks next door. I had to grab a souvenir tumbler for my mom. She just lost her favorite one from Thailand the week before, so this was the perfect replacement. Back at the hotel, it was straight into our swimsuits and into the lazy river. This was my happy place, just chilling and relaxing. Though Alexander wasn't a huge fan of at first, he eventually warmed up to it, but he definitely preferred the splash pad and the little water park area. He spent most of his time there with his dad, while Ameyalli and I floated the river. The resort also has a direct beach access with complimentary life vests, boogie boards, and chairs. The water is so warm and calm, it's perfect for kids. We even had a seal swimming right next to us. I know people go looking for sea turtles, but seeing animals just hanging out in the wild like that was so cool.
Oh yeah.
Later that day, we took the jeep out to find the famous Giovanni shrimp truck and some TikTok famous shaved ice. We only shared a plate of spicy garlic shrimp and gapi because we had a big luau plan for later. Next time, come hungry and bring cash. We tried to hit Matsumoto shaved ice too, but the line was massive both times we tried. Maybe next time. We ended the night with the luau back at the resort. For our first luau, it was incredible. Great entertainment for all ages, even Alexander, at 2 years old, was mesmerized. I'd love to try a different one in the future, but the Aulani luau is definitely worth doing at least once.
This is embarrassing. Then you took because you're making me do it. I don't even think you even think this is stage.
You don't have to pick it. Point at it. It just doesn't make
Well, just so I can see it. That's it. That's it.
Day 2 started early with a trip to Kualoa Ranch. It's about 45-minute drive from the hotel, but honestly, it was the most scenic drive on the island. The time just flew by. We opted for the movie site and ranch tour. There are tons of different tour options depending on your budget, but this one was perfect because it's kid friendly but still super interesting for the adults.
Airfield, the airstrip, the hangars, of course some pictures of the attack of Pearl Harbor. And we also have this room here that really isn't related to World War II stuff, but this is our emergency provisions room in case there is any kind of disasters that we have to, house people in the bunker. In fact, we brought people to the bunker back in 2018 when there was a false missile threat. I don't know if any of you heard about it, but it did make national and international news where we got a mass text to everybody living on the island that there was a incoming attack from North Korea. There was supposed to be a missile, but apparently somebody pressed the wrong button. And so we brought thousands of people, or hundreds of people maybe, up here to the bunker. But we realized that even if we were to, survive that, we didn't have any food to feed anybody. So there wasn't like a forethought on how to prepare for that. So eventually, obviously, we put some provisions in here to, be able to sustain anybody if there's a disaster. We had a lot of Spam, but our kitchen ran out of the Spam, so we needed to get it from up here. So we're gonna replace it eventually. Now over to the right side, you guys will see a case of some of the artifacts that were donated to us throughout the years or found around the property from World War II. And then we also have a bit of the airstrip that was built here on the property. So this is what's called Marston mat, and this is the material that the airstrip was made out of. You guys will see a picture of it over here. We also have some aerial shots of what the ranch looked like during World War II. So you notice on our drive up here, we had lots and lots of trees. You look at this picture, way less trees. Airplanes and trees don't mix very well, right? So a lot of those trees would have been planted post-war, and after the military returned the land back to the family. So those big old trees are known as monkey pod trees. You guys will see them quite a bit. I just learned yesterday that monkeys like to eat the pods on the trees. So that could be why it's called that. But if you look closely at those big canopy trees we have all around the ranch, you'll see them around the other parts of the island as well too. They have little pods that form on them that curl up and look like a monkey's tail. So a little bit about our plant life here. But we can go ahead and start talking a little bit about our movies. So we're going to go through these very realistic red curtains over here. And one thing I want to point out before I let you guys go over on your own are these two big signs here. So as you guys walk into this room, you guys will see two big signs on your right wall. And one has all the movies filmed here with us. And one has all the TV shows filmed here with us. So you guys might recognize quite a bit of these that you may have watched in the past. I would say, so this Snakes on a Plane, they did a little short clip from the movie here. But this is one of our newest additions to the sign itself. As you guys can see, it came out in 2006. However, the newest movie to have filmed with us is this one here, Red One. Anybody watch that with The Rock and Chris Evans? You guys remember the scene where they're fighting the snowmen on the beach? They did that at our secret island, our secret beach. So a lot of these movies filmed in part here. One of the movies that filmed the most here is this one, Aztec Rex. I'm sure most of you haven't heard about it because it wasn't a very popular movie. From what we've heard, they had about a $10,000 budget, thus why they filmed most of the movie here. And you can watch the whole thing on YouTube, so just think Sharknado, but worse. So anyways, these are some of the movies that filmed with us. So from this point on, I want to give you guys some free time to enjoy the rest of the bunker. We'll leave here at the latest 11:15, so it gives you guys a little more than 10 minutes to go ahead and walk through. I'll be out on the other side when you guys are ready to come out to take some pictures to watch traffic for everybody, okay? All right, enjoy.
So we did the movie site and ranch tour, and honestly, it felt like stepping into the film set every 5 minutes. If the mountains looks familiar, it's because they are. This is where they filmed Jurassic Park, 51st Date, and Lost. Seeing the famous fallen log from the first Jurassic Park movie was a total core memory moment. Even Alexander seemed to sense the dinosaur vibes. Our guide was amazing at pointing out the history of the land. It's not just a movie set, it's a working cattle ranch and a sacred place in Hawaiian culture. The scale of the valley or the mountain is just hard to capture on camera. You really have to be there to feel how small you are compared to those jagged green cliffs.
Gentle. Maybe not him. Aggies. Is that real poop? I don't know. picture like on the side.
We wrapped up the tour with some of the best views of the Pacific Ocean on one side and the mountains on the other. If you're looking for that iconic Hawaii photo, this is the place to get it. It was the perfect way to spend our last morning before heading back to reality. After the Kualoa Ranch, we took a short drive over to Homalukia Botanical Garden. I butchered that. If you've seen those viral photos of the road lined with massive jagged green mountains, this is the place. It is stunningly pretty, it's free to enter, and honestly, just driving through it feels like you've entered a prehistoric jungle. We didn't stay for long since we had Alexander, but even a quick lap through the ground was a highlight of the trip. From there, we decided to take a long way back. Instead of hitting the highway, we drove the Oahu coastline to get back to Aulani. There is nothing like a windows down Hawaiian radio on and nothing but turquoise water on the right side for miles. It's one of those pinch me moments when you realize you're actually in Hawaii. We spent the rest of the afternoon and all of day 3 morning soaking up every last bit of the resort. We hit the pools one last time, let Alexander get his final energy out at the splash pad, and grab one last tropical drink. Checking out is always the hardest part, but we headed to the airport in the afternoon to catch our flight back. It was a whirlwind weekend, and while we definitely don't see everything, we left feeling like we got the true heart of Oahu. And we're definitely going back. Thank you for watching.